Right, well, I just sat down for like 2 minutes, took a couple of pictures with my phone, and I've got cold already. It just shows you that it is cold. There is a bit of forecast for wind, but nothing like we've had. So I'm going to be quite happy to go up there onto Bleeberry Fell. And all I know on this footpath here is just to keep left. And as long as you keep left and keep on a decent footpath, you should get yourself to Bleeberry. Okay, so just got through that. Did actually stand in a bit of mud. Got my pants wet as well, which is great. Fortunately, they are synthetic pants, so I'll still be warm. But anyway, I mean, this is a little bit higher than normal, but not extremely. Still passable. This little rock off to the right. But you can see by the colour of it, it's quite brown. So it's, you know, it's going through quite peaty. Well, it's quite peaty over there. So yeah, you can see that it's not normally as brown as this. But again, I'm not really normally looking at it at night. So I feel like I'm really sort of stepping up the game here, sort of with the navigation. And obviously I've got my sat nav. I've got my sat nav right here actually, with gloves and everything, because I thought I was going to be colder. Obviously I will get cold when I get in the tent. I'm doing this, I don't know if I've said it on the channel, but I want to train for my mountain leader, so I can take people up mountains during the day. And part of it is actually getting some what they call quality mountain days, night navigation, overnight camps. Obviously I've done a few of them. I want to try and sort of get my night navigation up a bit. Good thing about doing it solo is you know, you're not trying to rely on anyone else. There's just you. So if you're out there as a mountain leader, you're the supposedly expert. You know, you are by yourself because you're the one who's getting them out of the shit, basically. Hopefully it never comes to it, but it's all about improving your skills in different circumstances, and this being one of them. This is where it gets a bit more like a fell path really, but it does level off here. Here's another sheep pen, an old one. I've gone past this many a time, never really looked at it. Again, I've always been on a bike, so I've never really spent the time to look at it. Looks like it's quite reedy down this bottom end here, but thankfully it's not here. Look how built up this is though. Makes you think, you know, was it an actual house or something where someone used to live? Or is it just because it's on a slope? Coming up to the top now, so the steps have stopped. Wind has picked up a little bit. Probably looking at 10 mile an hour now. Here's that huge cairn that is not the top. And when you look back in the daytime, you can see this cairn from a while. I mean, look at the size of it. But we need to go just on a little bit further through this little boggy patch. I think off to the right is slightly better, and then that'll take us to the top of Bleeberry. Wind is picking up. This is a wind chill. This wind is certainly cold. We've got something what looks like a bit of a windbreak, and there's nothing higher around. So we've got, it's 8:15 and we're up at the summit. Yeah, so I camped to the front of this. There's the windbreak. It's a funny one this actually, because the prevailing wind actually just takes it into here. So I would fully expect some seats on the opposite side. Let's have a look. No, there isn't, but we're right at the path here. I think I was obviously, when I was here last, contemplating on pitching here, and then I moved off over there. Right, let's pitch this tent. Let's put these gloves on. I've got some proper winter gloves with me today. These things. So it'll be interesting seeing how we pitch a tent with these. Certainly keep my hands warm. Means I can concentrate on pitching this tent a little bit better rather than trying to worry about anything. Look at this, I've lost my peg bag. There it is. Oh, right, let's go up here. I'm going to try and pitch it that way. Light just flashed on my camera. Right, where's my bag? Bag's there, tent's there. Right, let's go. Yeah, so it looks like my camera light is out of battery already. It's only a small one and it's cold out. I'm in the tent and it's steamy cold. Managed to put the light on this thing. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Whether you can charge it at the same time as using it, but I've got that as a backup light just in case. It's not showing any battery indicators, but when I plug it in, it does go a little bit brighter on the screen there. So hopefully that'll do. Guys, this is one of my coldest camps. Not the coldest. I've camped on snow before. But definitely cold. This is the first aid kit that I haven't used yet. I am familiar with it. I've took it apart and had a play with it. I would suggest to do that. Got some chili con carne tonight, which is... can't wait actually. Got the super burner, the reactor. Before I do anything, I'm going to get my big jacket on and also get my mat blown up. Get that out. This mat does fill the tent. Right, now we're going to try and get this on. Right, so you can see this quickly fills the tent up. So it is harder in a smaller tent like this to manipulate, especially when you've got this thing. Normally I put this on when I'm blowing it up, but I forgot. Square one. But once it's on, it's on. My feet are getting really cold now. Sitting on this floor. I'm going to get on top of this now anyway. It's getting too cold. Sat on all my electronics. Oh. Let's pull this back a bit more. Where are we at? There we go. Nice and comfy now. Right, now I can think about getting everything sorted. I'm going to put this huge thing on. Keep me warm. And yeah, like I say, I've got these insulated Montbell pants. There we go. Which are doing a good job actually. Synthetic ones. Yeah, they're quite good. Right, let me get myself sorted. Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's got really windy. I'm not sure whether I should bail or not, but have a look at this. That's how much room I've got, so it should be out here somewhere. The wind's actually pushing it in like that. So if you have a look at there. There's a cold wind out there as well. Look at the difference here. Look at that now folding in. I think think I might go and try and see if I can tighten up that guy line. Look at this, this is really coming in now. This is worse than well, it's the most wind I've had, I think. Yeah, I'll see if I can tighten that guy line and see if it'll just at least keep the tent just a little bit tighter. It does feel like it's a little bit floppy. Okay, it's getting quite bad now. I don't know whether this is because the pegs down the bottom there has failed, or it's just super windy. I don't know. You can't tell from in here because it's such a lightweight fabric, and yeah, so I think I need to go and sort that out. Right, shoes are on. Let's go and see what's going on. Yeah, look at that. It's fairly windy. Okay, they haven't failed, so I'm going to pull that a little bit tighter. What I'm going to do here, should we pull that? I think we'll just move that peg. God, that is tight. Just tighten that up. This side as well. Oh, let's get back in, it's freezing. Oh, yeah. Right, oh. My God, it's cold out there now. Right, I think what I'm going to have to do is get packed up as much so I can bail quickly, just in case. Right, I'm going to pack up. I'm going to bail down to Waller Crag. I think that's going to be the easiest option. At the moment, I'm pretty much stressing the tent to the limits now. We're looking at least 30-40 mile an hour winds. So before it fails, I'm going to pack up and head off down. Just show you how cold it is now. That's ice forming on the inside. Let's get that vented a little bit. I think these gloves are going to be important taking this down. Have a bit of energy. Right, I'm going to get my shoes on and then let's get outside and get this down. Right, just make sure everything's zipped up. Glad I got this jacket. This is basically a tent, a portable tent. Right, this is how my speech is going to be now, because, right, sorry, I've got 10 million things going in my brain. I know this is freezing rain outside now. Right, look at this. That's freezing now, so we know it's definitely minuses. I'm going to have to put these gloves on properly, make sure everything's zipped up so I don't lose anything. Leave no trace, guys. Even in panic times. I'm not panicking. Just gotta make sure we keep warm in these situations, so when we go outside I know I'm going to be okay. Right, so that's everything out the tent. I'm not too fussed about where we're at the moment. Hang on. Right. Yeah, we are windy. Look at this, freezing. Right, let's get this out. This is definitely the windiest I've had it. Oh, look at this now. Pushing, and it's going to get worse than this. This is why I'm wanting to get this gone and get down. Get the stress off the tent. Oh, thought I'd lost it then. Trouble with gloves is you can't feel Right, let's see. What a mess. Half tempted to take off my gloves, but I know that it's such a wind chill at the moment that it's better to just leave them on and just deal with it. This is a good video how to prepare, how to fail, or prepare to fail, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I've got a super warm jacket underneath, but this thing's just so much better. Well, I've got down that little technical bit. The wind's stopped a little bit now, so it's calmed down since I was on the top there. See if I can pitch up a little bit further down here. Right, I'm back down to this flat bit. I'm off Bleaberry. The wind's dropped quite a bit actually. Just coming down about 300, 400 feet. It's still windy, not as windy as it was on top. So we're back down to this sheepfold here, and there was the path that I noticed that's going to take us over, hopefully, over to the other side. So again, this is a potential place here, but it's all off camber. But there's a path just here, so we're going to follow this up and see if we can get something. So this has led us to basically nothing. I can't see anywhere we can camp up here apart from this little tiny bit here. I'm going to go, the path actually goes over to the right there. Follow this, but with all this bracken here, it's getting higher and tighter. I don't think we're going to get anything here, unless it's just an outback. It's a bit more worn down here. Actually, yeah, no, this is doable. Doable just have to be careful on these little bits here. They're quite slippy. Okay, so that was very tempting to do. Probably easy in the dry, and because it's so close to where I want to be. Let's have a look, see if we can go down this way. We'll get down here on this step here. Well, that was a bit of a mission. I've just gone through maybe about half a mile of heather, trying to follow a footpath. I even got my sat nav to make sure there was still a footpath here, and there was supposed to be, but there isn't one anywhere. Yay, we're at the path. Right, where are we on this path? Okay, so I think I need to be slightly further down here. I'm not going to go over to the cliff. I'm just going to find that little spot where I like to go. I think that's it over there. Let's go down here. This will do for tonight. Oh, there's a few sheep poos, but I think we'll do. Right, pitch number 2. I am running out of energy. Pigs are shoved just right in. Don't have to bother or worry about guy lines or anything. It is night and day compared to the top of Bleaberry. Right, let's get back in the tent. First time for everything, eh? Usually I bail and that's it. I'm gonna have to pump my thing back up and pack everything out again. Oh, right, let's get in. Battery's on 6%. I have filmed a lot tonight because yeah, it's been eventful. Right, I might as well just bring you back when I'm all sorted. Right, so I'm lying on my bed. I'm all sorted now. Look at the difference. Right, you could see before my tent was down to my feet. My feet were like that, and the tent was down to both sides. This is how it should be, and yeah, it was windy, so I'm nice and chilled now. My mic has lost battery, my camera's charging, my light has had a charge. I've used way too much footage and it is 20 past 11, so I need to go to bed. Right, good night and we'll see you in the morning.